Hello and welcome to the France 24 interview. Our guest is an exception. She is the only woman running for president in Egypt. The elections are slated May 23rd, May 24th. Boutaina Kamel, thank you very much for being on the France 24 interview. Before being a candidate, you worked in radio, in TV. You're a very well-known person in Egypt. You were an activist. You participated actively in the revolution that ousted the...
But they banned me after the revolution from my program and the news, everything, and they stopped my salary.
Okay, which might explain...
Sacrificed after the revolution more than before.
Exactly. So now you're running for president. You're the only woman. Clearly the first question is why?
Why? Why? Because the revolution must being everywhere and in everything. I don't trust the army or the SCAF.
The Supreme Council of Armed Forces, as it's known.
And I don't trust in this election or this constitution under the army rules. But I must stay saying the truth and in the same time, you know, I have a cause. The cause is the right of the woman to be a president. And it's very important to work in the grassroots to talk to the Egyptian people at the first time. I am a candidate and I want from you to support me.
What do they tell you? When you tell them, I am a woman and I am a candidate, what is their response? Are they telling you you're crazy or?
No, not at all. You know, the symbol of the old regime like Amr Moussa or Ahmed Shafiq, people beat them in the street. But for me, they welcomed me and they chant for me, Vive la femme, vive la femme. You know, I moved all over Egypt and people was very kind. The Egyptians, very kind. They smile for me. Maybe they didn't vote for me. But in the same time, they say, they pray for me, God bless you, we hope for you, everything
I
good.
Understand. What you need, although, because you're supposedly going to run as an independent, you need 30,000 signatures of people or 30 members of parliament to support you. Will you get them? Do you have them?
I tried, I work as a research case. I tried with the Salafists and the Muslim Brotherhood and all the liberals to take the support from the parliament because the Muslim Brotherhood announced all the time we support a woman president, we are not against to take the money from the West and but in the same time they refused to give me any signature and
why? Because you're a woman?
Because they are hypocrites. They are against women, I'm sure. But the most important, the difficult trip for me is very important. One of the parties tell me we will support you because the other offer or the other way to be candidate to be supported by a party. And one of the leftist parties told me we will give you
Our support.
Yes, support. But they give it to a man, another man. You know, that's very difficult to be a first woman candidate. But it's just first step. I can't expect everything in the first step.
What strikes me is that you're saying, I want to run, it's important for women, for the causes I defend, but on the other hand, you don't believe the election will be free and fair. You believe it's a masquerade, it's no real election.
Yes, because when that's very important. If I'm not a candidate, I haven't the chance to say that.
So it gives you a platform to say that.
Yes, yes. And that's very important to talk loudly about everything and to promote the revolution with the people and to tell them we are alive, the revolution is still alive. That's very important to say that through the media and in all when I moved through my campaign.
Why do you say this election will not be free and fair? The way it's supposed to work is that there were already parliamentary elections, won overwhelmingly by the Muslim Brotherhood and some so-called Salafist groups. They're writing a constitution. Now there's supposed to be a presidential election, and the Supreme Council of the Armed Forces is supposed to leave power after a president is elected. You don't believe this will happen?
No, sure.
Why not?
Why yes? Why yes?
Well, that's what they said they would do.
How I can trust the army, the extent of Mubarak? If they leave the power, they will be beside Mubarak in the prison. That's the question.
So they're not going to leave?
Sure. And in the same time, all our experience with the army, how can you as a European trust the army? And that's my question to all the Western states. From the day one, we don't trust as revolutionary people the army to protect the democracy in Egypt. The transition period. But, you know, USA and Europe didn't support the revolution or the revolutionary. From the day one, they announced all the time, we trust the army will leave. But how come? How come? By theory, by history, when and where the army took the power and leave by...
There are some cases, but there's also another power base. It's now the parliament.
Not at all. Only Sawar al-Zahab.
Right, no. But there's also the parliament and the Muslim Brotherhood, which was the enemy of the Mubarak regime. Do you believe, as many people do, that there is an alliance between the Muslim Brotherhood and the army? That's number one. And do you believe this alliance will last? Because we're seeing these days some signs, of tensions between both.
That's very clear. From the day one, when we were still in Tahrir Square, Omar Suleiman
was the intelligence
made a
chief.
deal, yes, with the Muslim Brotherhood, and they give them all their money taken in under Mubarak regime, and they use the Islamists to give an image like Mubarak regime. That democracy is not convenable in our Arab world, and it will bring the Islamist. It's only a game. They use them to to kill our revolution, to kill our dream for democracy and freedom. But I'm sure they will
clash.
Yes, sure. And
what will happen then?
Yes, yes.
But what will happen when they clash?
It start. And yesterday, General Tantawi criticized the Muslim Brotherhood, but it's not the end.
Right, but do you believe in the future we might see some serious trouble in Egypt because of this tension again?
Sure. Why? Because the revolution is still alive.
Do you believe? Because many people say it died.
No. How come?
Because it's been stolen. Many people say it's been stolen.
No, it's a long trip. Yani, how come to success in 18 days? We're still alive, and if you saw the demonstrations against the army and the Muslim Brotherhood in the 25th of January 2011 and in 28, that means it's alive, and we still protesting, we still demanding, it's still alive. But in the same time, it's not, the revolution is in the intensive care, I know, but still alive.
Okay, thank you very much, Boutaina Kamel. Good luck for your presidential run. And thank you for watching this edition of The Interview here on France 24.